Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sectioning this video into three parts. First, I'll be sharing my haul through the proxy service ZenMarket. I'll show you how I was able to buy the items I got from Japanese stores that only ship within Japan. Or you can skip to this timestamp if you're just interested in the ZenMarket unboxing. And then I thought towards the end, you can continue hanging out with me if you wanted to, as I put some prints and stickers and other little things like that away in these albums I got from Etsy. So let's get right into it. So starting with ZenMarket, there were two websites that I wanted to buy a variety of items from. I linked all these websites in the description in case you want to check them out for yourself. But first is Wonder Story's online shop, and the other is Dengekia. With ZenMarket, after you create your account, they have a nice summary of the overall steps on their front page. When you've added all the item URLs to your cart, they'll generate a quote for you, assuming all the things you specified are in stock. The quote includes the 300 yen per purchased item as a service fee. In between these two steps, you then add the appropriate amount of funds into your account. So if you put the exact amount of the quote, ZenMarket will deduct your account balance down to 0. If you put more than needed at the time, the balance will remain in your account for future use. ZenMarket will then notify you and update this status when those purchases are confirmed and when they've arrived at the warehouse. And as things arrive, each item has 45 days of free storage at their warehouse before they start charging you per item per day. Again, and in between these two steps, you would choose how you want to consolidate your packages, like sending them all together, like what I did here, or send one ahead of the others, etc. Then you'll pick the method of shipping they should use. You'll be able to change the shipping method if one happens to be cheaper than the other, so don't worry about having to commit to your first choice. And after making sure you have enough funds in your account again for the shipping fee, you pay that and you're good to go. So I'll show one example from an order I made from Wonder Story, and then the one item I bought from Dengekia. Here's the drop-down menu on Wonder Story for all the artists and creators that are selling their products. One of the creators I bought from is Furai, or Fly, and the item that I got were these season-themed canvas prints. I'll translate this page, and what I wanted was type 5. I wanted all 4 types of canvases. So I took the URL for this particular variant, went back to the ZenMarket website, copy-pasted it into this field, hit search, and then I also added a description saying, this is the item I'd like. Went back to Wonder Story, translated back to Japanese, and then I copy-pasted the original kanji for type 5 that says spring, summer, autumn, and winter, since that's the name of the items, and added it to the description just to make extra sure that they buy the right one, even though technically the URL above is specific enough. And then add. So you'll see that it's this item here, and that's all it really is. And then the steps are as I outlined earlier. So for Dengekia, I wanted this canvas print from Kana Akatsuki's latest light novel, Shunkashuutou Daikousha, Haru no Mai. Akatsuki-sensei is the same writer as Violet Evergarden, so I'll translate this page again. This one is straightforward because there's no variance to this, although I wasn't sure what this symbol meant for stock, whether this means yes or no. I assumed yes, since this add to cart button is active, but even if it wasn't available, ZenMarket will notify you if it can't be purchased. So same thing, I copy-pasted the URL, hit search. I didn't put a description since there's really no special instructions that I needed to share, and hit add. And that's this last item here. which you can click any of these links and it'll take you to the item you specified and what they bought. Let's get into unboxing. So I actually opted to pay an extra 1,000 yen to reinforce this package because I didn't want to have any of these items break. Depending on which artist on Wonderstory you buy from, I believe some only ship out once a month or something like that, depending on when you make your purchase. So I didn't want to risk any of the acrylics getting damaged and having to wait even longer before I received the things I ordered. But ZenMarket actually packages really well, even without the reinforcement, which is good to know. So on top of the paper padding, there's the bubble wrap. So first items are the canvas prints you saw me order earlier in the video. Not sure which keychains these ones might be, but then 5 more keychains from a different artist. This acrylic I was expecting to be bigger, something more like this other acrylic plate, and then the canvas from Dodeca. So this first item is from the artist Umino. I couldn't quite understand the translation, but I believe this is the flowing water variant. There's another variant you could select, but I like this one the best. So here it is, super gorgeous art. And like I said, I thought this would be bigger, which I'm not sure why, because it says the dimensions on the website. But it has this really nice metal leg support. And not me thinking that this would fit in that hole. I clearly don't have anything like this. These are actually pretty neat, but I kept dropping that front piece. But here it is. I love it so much, and it's such a clean and crisp mini acrylic that it'll look pretty no matter where I place it. Next are these original mini canvas prints by Furai, one of the examples you saw me order through ZenMarket. So this first canvas is the autumn variant. When I translate it, it says autumn mekakushi. But I love how this art captures such a quiet moment and with the lighting coming through. And the canvas quality is really nice. And it comes with this paper stand. And oh my god, not be being confused, like how does this even stay up if it's just like this? And then realizing, oh, I open it. Gosh, so embarrassing. Anyways, this one is the winter variant. The item description translated to winter New Year's Eve. But I like how at least one of these is in horizontal format. Another pretty illustration with a couple schoolgirls. These are actually heavier than what I was expecting since the canvas board is solid. Although for how much I paid for these, I'm a bit disappointed that the side of the canvas aren't secured properly, so it's lifting. I'm gonna have to go over all of these to glue them down or something. But yeah, this one's the second canvas. Here's the third one, which is for spring. And the title is Spring Sakura Day. Another sweet looking character while the sakura blossoms are falling. And the last canvas by Furai is the summer variant. The translation for this is Lily on the 100th Day of Summer, which is a really nice title. This character just looks so dreamy, and the background with the flowers and greenery is such soft summer vibes. Here they all are on those paper stands. I don't think I'll use the stands and might put these on my wall instead, but they look so beautiful together, and I just love the whole season's theme. Next items are going to be from Hamunezuko. The purchase options for this was either you buy one at random or you buy all the variants, and as you can see, I opted to buy all 3. Although they're all really pretty, so I wouldn't have minded either way. So here is the first acrylic keychain. She's just waiting around. And then the next one, she's just casually on her phone. And then the last one, with her reaching out her hand while on the pier. Super cute. This series of keychains are titled Everyday Life, which it's exactly that. I thought these would be pretty to display all together and hang on one of those wall grids you probably have seen everywhere in aesthetic room tours. Next item is this acrylic board by Waka Sakauchi. And since this one is much bigger, it has 2 metal leg supports. This illustration is so pretty. They have some other merch with these maids, like acrylic character stands, prints, keychains, but I opted to get this full acrylic board and now struggle a bit while I try to put the metal legs on. And there that piece goes for like the 5th time. So after a few attempts, she's finally standing. I have such a weakness for the maid aesthetic and the style. I mean, it's no secret that one of my favorite characters is a battle maid, so getting this is only fitting and expected of me. And now the last set of items that I ordered off Wonder Story. This is a set of 5 keychains by Sakusha too. So I actually learned of Wonder Story through a couple of videos by Daijoububu and Animbae Figures here on YouTube. Their channels are linked in the description below, and I believe both had bought items from this artist, which is why I even started browsing Wonder Story to begin with. Here is the first acrylic keychain, kind of Halloween theme. And then the second keychain is titled Student Council President, wearing a maid apron and headband and looks like bunny hair clips. This third keychain is a bit more edgy. It's titled Ox Demon. I always love designs with lots of straps. And then fourth keychain, this one is called Umbrella. The colors and line work on these are so nice. And then the last acrylic keychain is called Shoe Store, another edgy illustration with shoes on display in the back. Here are all 5 together. I'm going to need multiple grids. I have a lot of keychains now. So here's the one item I bought from the online retailer, Dodeca. No surprise here since I've talked about ordering this already, but when I first learned of this series, I knew I wanted a print of the cover art. I was scrolling through the artist Suwo's Twitter page and saw a retweet of this merch announcement and immediately knew I had to get it. And here we are. A canvas print of the first and second light novel cover of Shunkashuutou Daikousha, Haru. I am so excited to have this. The art is stunning. I've already gushed about this character in my last video, but apparently his birthday is the 17th, which is the day I'm editing this. It was meant to be. But anyways, the way this canvas is secured is nice because there's no way the edges are going to peel off, but I'm definitely displaying these with my light novels. I didn't do an outro for this last segment, but I thought I'd continue the chill lo-fi vibes if you wanted to have this video run while I organize art prints and stickers and those sorts of things into these albums I bought off Etsy. I'll link the store down below in case you have prints that you'd like to properly store away. The size of the albums will be on the top left of the screen for your reference. But yeah. If you'd like to click out, feel free to do so. I appreciate you hanging out while I unbox that order I made through ZenMarket and hope you found the mini tutorial helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Take care and enjoy if you decided to stick around.